So check this out. I never really meant to make this channel about like reviews and whatnot of new comics. And I've more so always been intrigued by the older ones, and I've gotten a lot out of really covering like some of the historical context like my Who is Thanos series. But after my Captain Marvel review, a lot of people had requests and said that they were looking forward to more videos that I did reviews on. So what I did do, I readjusted my Patreon so that some of you can get like monthly requests that I will honor. Of course, it has to be something intriguing. It can't be like Barbie Adventures or something crazy like that. So, check that out, patreon.com/EricDJuly for more information. But today we are going to be covering the first issue of the new Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. First issue is written by Tom Taylor, artwork by Juan Cabal, and Nolan Woodard is, of course, the colorist. Now, there's a lot of Spider-Man comics out right now. You have the Amazing Spider-Man, you have Spider-Man and Deadpool. You got the Spectacular Spider-Man, which just ended not too long ago. This seems to be a bit much, but apparently the idea with this Spider-Man is that they wanted to focus on like Spider-Man and his neighborhood as opposed to all of like New York City or, whatever else he's doing. So I'm not going into this with a whole lot of expectations. I'm usually more in favor of like a darker version of Spider-Man as opposed to a more light-hearted version in terms of his depictions in the comic or live action for that matter, but I'm just looking for a good Spider-Man comic. Cover artist is Andrew Robinson, and it's just really cool looking cover. It really captures the speed of Spider-Man, and it doesn't really give away too much, and it's a solid first issue. This particular arc is apparently called Mother of Exiles, and this is labeled as part 1. Keep in mind, these are going to be more of my random thoughts as opposed to just clear like summaries. Hopefully that really incentivizes you to go purchase the comic for yourself, no matter what I'm covering. But let's get into it. So right off the bat, as you can see here, we are dealing with another seasoned Spider-Man. On the skyscrapers, there's actually depictions of different events and classic Spider-Man characters. Folks like Green Goblin, you got Black Cat here, Venom obviously, Triple J, they're all here. It's Spider-Man, you know what you're dealing with here. But the color work is solid, the artwork is solid. As I've said in previous videos, you have to be like really trash for me to dislike both of those in this day and age of comics. The first little scene here really tripped me out, as in I got a kick out of it. I'm a libertarian, and here we have Spider-Man taking shots at a pothole repair that was supposed to take up to like 2 days, and they are on like their 3rd month. Government efficiency for you, but nonetheless, there's a van here stuck under a bridge or by a bridge, and Spider-Man does end up saving the day, of course, but the van freaking blows up, and typical Spider-Man type of stuff. So right off the bat here, we are getting some suspense sort of building up as Peter Parker, he's talking to one of his neighbors that's scared to leave the apartment, and she really needs some help. She says that Spider-Man can't really help her, and we do get some funny dialogue as she's asking for like stronger heroes and whatnot. So he does go to lunch to bring back some stuff for the neighbor. Her name is Lilani, by the way, and there's these dudes in these suits that are there, and they're really prepared to kick his ass. Now, he's Peter Parker, he's not Spider-Man right now, so he doesn't want to give the fact that he's Spider-Man away or he has power, so he's trying to play it off. And we see a cool panel where his Spidey senses get activated, but the dude actually ends up having a rather effective punch, and he knocks Peter's ass out, right? He knocks him through a wall, in fact, and he's out for like half an hour before Monty and Randy, which is his roommate, wakes him up. Now, I'm gonna save you the oddness of his roommate and whatnot, but long story short, Lilani left this thing of laundry, right, in his room, in Peter's room that is, and we see these two twins with glowing eyes, right? And, right now I'm like, what the hell is going on? Every first issue, of course, needs that intense moment, that bombshell, something that really makes you want to look forward to upcoming issues. And in this, it doesn't really deal with Peter Parker at all, unless you want to count those twins, which is something to look forward to as well. But this one actually deals with Aunt May, who we do find at the end of the issue, and she's at the Maria Willock Cancer Center. So you can take that in whatever way that you may, no pun intended. So what's really going on? I personally love it. this is surprisingly a very, very, very good first issue at a time where the world is more so oversaturated with Spider-Man, if that's even a thing. Like I said, you got all the current Peter Parker comics that I mentioned. You have the one with even Miles Morales, the Spideyverse movie that just dropped not too long ago, and of course, whatever the hell is going on with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it's a lot of Spider-Man going on, but this one is pretty intriguing because it seems to deal with a more intimate approach and setting instead of him going out on these adventures all across the city or space and whatnot. So for sure, I'll be looking forward to more. I may even cover the next issue in a video depending on how you guys enjoy it, I guess. But, whatever. Until next time, man, y'all boys be easy.